Hello, welcome back. Okay, now we have a new, more complicated example by adding a new relationship between track and artist, because the album, album is such a important, right? It's a container of the track and has also relationship with the artist. So first, let's take a look at this model, right? One artist can have many albums, right? One album contains many tracks, right? Okay, so in this case, I think that this is a pretty practical example, right? So it's a 3 table, 2 many to 1, this also many to 1, okay? So there are 2 crossfit here, okay? So now we are going to implement this kind of schema table. We have 3 tables, okay? So the example comes from the section 15.11, sample multiple table application. The author, Dr. Truck, used his own iTunes library. We know iTunes is a music player. They have feature can record the track information. So like this, there's a lot of record. Later I will tell you where to download this file. So these are the track title. Okay, so here is a track title. The second will be the artist. Okay, the singer. The third is the album. Okay, album. And also number of plays. Okay, and this is a rating. Okay, rating. And also length in milliseconds. Okay, so rating. Rating. Okay, 100 rating. And this huge number is length, but it's in millisecond. Okay, so millisecond is a 0.001, right? So 1 second has a 1,000 millisecond. So you need to scale it. So it's roughly 217 seconds. Okay, which equivalent roughly 3 minutes, 3 and 3.5 minutes. Not quite sure. You need to do the math. So for this record, and this is another record. Okay, so now we're gonna read from this file. This file will be in the CSV format. So in case you don't know what is CSV, it's a command. Command is this, okay? 逗点, okay? Command separated value. So it's a quietly wide use in exchange the data in a predefined tuple, okay? So you can export the Excel file to here. Okay, so here is SQL. Drop everything. Create everything. So this one is quite important. Everyone have its unique, okay? And I think the album in the middle to link both sides. So this is the artist, is the right hand side. The album in the middle, this is the left hand side, right? Left hand side. So let's see. Albums, the ID will be used as a track's foreign key, okay? And also albums artist ID is a foreign key. It's from artist primary key. Okay, so we see this kind of relationship. Also, we have its own data. Okay, like the artist, we already associate as a unique. Okay, so album have to be unique. Okay, so you add everything constraint. You can add it in the schema. And here here is not unique because the length rating could be duplicated, right? Could be the same, yeah. So let's track information. They are all local key, but it's a foreign key, primary key. So I hope it's clear enough. So this is a code. See, code, when we mix the Python code with SQL, things started to become a little bit tricky, right? Because you are actually using another language to execute yet another language, right? So my personal preference is to, we kind of separate sometimes and also combine together. Because we have a lot of experience in the Python, so we almost can tell the story from tracing the code. So what's that? We read the code, we connect the database, we open a CSV file. Okay, so we can directly use the open function, which is a Python built-in supported, and we can loop through the file, okay, the line, and we strip it, okay, remove the white space, we separate it, okay. So this is quite a delimiter, and we got every token, every trunk. So 0 is name, right? So this is basically very important. Before you write a code, you need to know the field name. So the title, the third is the album, right? So it should be very clear, right? So the third, okay, array 2 means third, right? 0, 1, 2. So the third one, okay. So you can print it out. So you got the one record, one line, you separate it, you extract the information, you assign to the local variable, and then it's time to print it out and execute the insertion, right? So the insert or ignore. So if there are any duplications, it doesn't matter because ignore will allow, will tolerate a bit of duplication. Okay, and you will assign, but remember when you do insert, you are calling the function, right? So sometimes we will use this to avoid the SQL injection. So there's a one parameter. Actually, we need to use assign as a tuple. So be sure to use this artist as a one tuple. Okay. It's a bit weird in syntax. If you forgot why this, remember in the tuples chapter we mentioned about this. Okay. So we retrieve it back, and we got its primary key, and we assign to another person's foreign key. So this is quite important, right? Once we insert, we automatically get the primary key, but we will associate with other people's foreign key. Okay, otherwise we couldn't join them together, right? And then we keep going. We keep insert the album, right? Album, and because we got an album and also the primary key of the artist, which is the foreign key field. So we insert here, and then we got we also retrieve its primary key. So this is a kind of tricky, kind of cascading, right? Okay, so after we insert, we retrieve it back, and we got the album's primary key, which will then be considered other people's primary key, foreign key, right? So this is a album ID. Remember, album ID will be the record, the field, the column, the foreign key in track, right? So a little bit tricky, isn't it? So this is association, and then finally you execute this insert replace the track. Okay, replace means if you find redundancy, you always replace the new one. Ignore just ignore, right? Okay, so this means the later information will be high priority. Okay, and you commit it. Okay, that's it. So I explained the code. I will tell you where to get the code. You can copy paste from here, but the data you need to know where to get the information. I remember the previous code. Let's see. We have a previous code. There's a URL address, right? Oh, here. Okay, we go to this directory. Okay. So code 3 means a Python version 3. We'll see a lot of subdirectory on the author's course page. And we want to go into the directory, okay, called the tracks, okay. You'll see the directory called old, which is the older version. The author use XML. You know, XML can also use to denote the structure of the data, but it's a bit more complicated. So in the newest revision, the author changes the CSV so that they can simplify the concept, okay, and focus on the relational database. So you can download this file. It's the data. It is the code, okay. So let me take a look at the README. Okay, this is a pretty new updated. Okay, and this code. This code also contains the drop the database, the create a schema. Okay, and open the tracks. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this into my DB. Okay, so far I have another database, right? Database. I have this as a database. I have this as another database. This is yet another database. So I got to curl it. What happened? I need to use big letter O. Big O means I will keep the file name as the same as the URL. So that is the first one. CSV, common separated value. Okay, done. Okay, so let's see. I have 2 new file ready, right? Okay, let's see if we what we want. Okay, if we run this at the full speed, everything will be run at the maybe less than one second. So basically, I have explained the gist of the code, right? So now let's run Python 3. So tracks py. Okay, So they will continue output something. This something is from, I believe, is from print information. Okay, some print information. But most importantly, you may find you have created a database. Everything from the CSV file, which is track. What happened? Track. No. Track. Yeah, this data will be truncated, separated, inserted into the three data. One database, three tables. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's the beauty of the relational database. Okay. So now I'm thinking about looking at the data. Okay, looking at the data. So that's why we introduce this, right? We need to assign trace track DB, right? That is a database. Okay, so now we have load the database kind of connected, right? So I feel like clear. So now we have a schema. Okay, so basically we have three tables, right? I don't need. Let me go back a bit. Right, these three tables is quite nice, right? Sorry, yeah. We have an artist, right? Artist. Okay, we have an album here. Okay, we have a track. Okay, and everybody have its own primary key. So primary key. Let me get the pen. Okay, pen. Where's my pen? So everybody got the primary key. Okay, primary key. So primary key will be unique. Everybody got the local key. So for artist, the name is important. So that's unique. For album, title is unique. Okay, and for track, title should be unique, right? So that is the local key. And the artist's primary key will be associated with where? Here, right? So this is a many to one, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, we can have many album, many different albums belong to the same artist, right? Yeah. And what else? Okay. And this primary key will be used as where? Okay, because album ID, we got it from here, right? Okay, we got it from here. So in one album, they can have many, maybe 10 tracks, right? So that's it. So let's browse. Let's browse the information because we have finished running. So this is let's see the tables. We have 3 tables. So let's select each one. Middle table. Yeah, in the middle, right? Here in the middle. Select from album. Let's see how many albums we have. Oh, we have a lot of albums, right? And we have a primary key. Also, what's this? This is another album. Album has associated with other, right? So this is also it's a foreign key, right? Foreign key for for artist. So let's Mo. So this is artist ID, right? So sometimes you want to switch to the different mode so you can see clearly, but sometimes it's when the data is huge, it become a bit awkward, right? So let's see table. We have seen album. Let's see from artist. Yeah, artist is the end, right? Is the end. No further association with other. So artist only have a primary key and also unique artist name. Okay, so let's see track. Okay, because track has a lot of information, become a bit huge. So you see if I can change the mode back to list. Okay, so use a vertical item so that we can do some check without get the too huge table. So yeah, that's information. Okay, so remember those are the play count. What's this? This is a length, right, in millisecond, right? And there are some rating, right? Rating. Okay, so those looks pretty, and we want to join them, or maybe we want to select those information. See if we can have some selection from here. Yeah, here you can test this. You run this, you have already inserted the database by this Python code, right? But it's up to you. When you display when you develop an application, you may need to browse a specific album. You want to retrieve some statistics, depends on your request. Okay. So let's see if we can test those commands, right? So now we can select. I only want to limit 5 records. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can select from track, but join a lot of table. Okay, so this is a 3 table joined together. Okay, think that select from track. Join, okay, join is pretty cool, right? Album on, okay, album is a middle, right? Albums, I need to join with, so track join album, okay? Track join album, join with album. So that will be, maybe you want to write track first, track album ID. That is the foreign key, right? For album ID equals album's primary key. Album's ID, okay? And also join artist. Artist on album artist ID with okay. Okay, so once primary key need to be checked the same as another foreign key. Otherwise, they couldn't associate it with the right index, right? So that's it. They only want to output two record. Okay. So that's the first record, the second record. So everything got to be joined together nicely. Great. Let me see if we can change box. Oh, we couldn't do it. Okay. I think that's the beauty of using Python program to routinely update, insert the database. Okay. In the end, we'll see the final example called a many-to-many. There's no such thing as a many-to-many in the relationship database, but we can introduce a temporary one, kind of make it happen. Okay, so let's see. Bye.